There's this moment, right before something real happens between a man and a woman, when everything gets kind of quiet. It's not the kind of silence that feels awkward. No, it's the kind that feels electric, charged. Like the air knows something you don't. Like something's about to shift. And here's the thing most men miss in that moment. They're too focused on what to say, what to do, or what move to make next. But when a woman truly wants you, when she's ready for more, it's not always about what you say. It's what she says, or sometimes what she doesn't say, but can't help showing. Let me walk you through something that most men never even realize. See, women aren't as direct as men when it comes to physical attraction. Society didn't teach them to be. They're not usually going to say, "Oh, hey, I want you," in plain words. But there is something they say, sometimes in a sentence, sometimes with a tone, sometimes with a look, that's just as loud and clear as a neon sign if you know how to hear it. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. So let's rewind a bit. Let's go to a moment that happens the time between a man and a woman. Maybe it's a date. Maybe it's a night out with friends that's turning into something more. You're laughing. She's leaning in a little closer than before. Her voice drops just a little when she talks. There's a pause after her sentence, and she looks at you like she's waiting for something. That's not an accident. Now she might not say the words, "I want to sleep with you," but she'll say something else. Something like, "I feel so safe with you." You ever heard that before? Let me tell you, those words right there. That's one of the clearest signs a woman's letting her guard down, emotionally and physically. "I feel safe with you" isn't just about protection from danger. It's emotional safety. It's her way of saying, "I trust you. I'm relaxed around you. I can let myself go when I'm with you." And you better believe that when a woman feels that, she starts to open the door to physical intimacy too. Now here's what's wild. Most guys hear that and think, "Oh, cool, she sees me as the nice guy." And they back away. They think, it means she's putting them in the friend zone. But they couldn't be more wrong. Because trust and emotional safety, that's the foundation. That's what opens the floodgates. A woman might flirt with a dozen guys in one night. She might smile, laugh, even touch their arm. But she's not going home with the guy who made her laugh the hardest. She's going home with the one who made her feel something. So when she says, "I feel safe with you," you better pay attention. But sometimes it's not even those exact words. Sometimes she'll say something like, "I don't usually talk about this with people." That right there, that's gold. She's not just telling you a story, she's giving you a key to who she is underneath all the surface level stuff. And if she's giving you that, if she's inviting you into her inner world, it means she's already imagining what it would be like to share more. And look, this isn't just about intimacy for the sake of it. This is about connection, real connection. The kind that makes you feel like time is slowing down, like nothing else matters but the way she's looking at you and how your hand accidentally brushes hers. You ever have a woman tell you, "I don't know why, but I feel like I've known you forever"? That's another one. That's not just poetic talk. That's her way of saying, "I've stopped thinking. I'm feeling. I'm ready." And when a woman starts to feel that way, that's when everything changes. But let me tell you what doesn't work. Trying to force the moment, trying to steer the conversation in that direction, trying to talk your way into intimacy. That's not how this works. That's not how she's built. A woman doesn't need convincing. She needs space. Space to feel what she's already feeling without judgment. Space to move closer at her own pace. You don't have to be the smoothest talker in the room. You just have to be the one who listens, who notices, who stays present, who doesn't rush. That's what makes her lean in. That's what makes her whisper things like, "I don't want this night to end." That's her way of saying, "I'm thinking about more." That's her way of giving you permission to notice the moment and respond. Now, don't mistake subtlety for confusion. Women are clear, just not always in the way men expect. She's not going to say, "Let's go back to your place," in the way you've seen in the movies. But she will say, "It's getting late, but I don't feel like going home yet." She will say, do you want to come up for a drink? Even if you both know it's not about the drink. And here's the truth a lot of guys miss. When she's ready, she'll make it easy. She won't create resistance. She won't hesitate when you reach for her hand. She won't pull away when you move closer. She'll mirror you. She'll match your energy. She'll lean in too. And if you're really paying attention, you'll notice the moment before the moment. That second of stillness where everything slows down. That breath she takes, that half smile, that lingering gaze. That's her saying it, without words. That's her saying, yes. But all of this depends on one thing, how you've made her feel. Not what you've said, not what you've done, but how she feels in your presence. Does she feel seen, heard, understood? If she does, the rest flows naturally. You don't need tricks. You don't need lines. You just need awareness, sensitivity, a calm confidence. You know, some of the most powerful moments in intimacy happen without a single word. A look across the room, a slow smile, a shared silence that's anything but empty. And yeah, sometimes she will say it out loud. Sometimes it's as simple as, "Do you want to stay over?" Or, "I was hoping you wouldn't leave yet." Or even just, "Come here." Those are the moments where all the connection you've built up to that point comes pouring through in a single sentence. So don't overthink it. Don't look for magic words. Look for magic moments. Because when a woman wants to sleep with you, you'll know. Maybe not with a bold declaration, but with softness, with openness, with an energy that pulls you in like gravity. And when she says, "I feel safe with you," or "I don't know what it is about you," or "I haven't felt like this in a long time," understand what she's really saying. She's saying, "I'm ready to trust you." And if you've earned that trust, if you've respected her, listened to her, shown up as someone steady, warm, and confident, then you don't need to guess anymore. She'll show you. She'll tell you. And she'll mean it. Just don't miss it.